Dear students, last class I had taken about the Bayes theorem and two problems also I had taken with the help of tree diagram. So you can also solve this problem without the help of tree diagram also. So I will take some of the extra problems in today's class that is based on Bayes theorem. So the question is already I have written here of the students in a college. So about the college students, the question is that it is known that 60% reside in hostel. So 60% students are going to be stay in a hostel and 40% are day scholar. It means it is treated as 100%. Here 60% are in hostel and 40% are day scholar. Day scholar means coming to the college and after going back to their respective home, but they are not residing in a hostel. Previous year reports that 30% of all students, 30% of the students who reside in a hostel. So 30% students who reside in a hostel, they are going to attain A grade. This is important. They are going to attain A grade. So how many percent students? Out of 60, only 30% students are going to attain A grade. And similarly, out of 40%, 20% of students are going to attain the A grade, that is of day scholar, in their annual examination. At the end of the year, one student is chosen at random. One student, either they are going to choose from the hosteler or else from the day scholar, from the college, and he has an A grade because A grade is present in both the students, hostel students as well as the day scholar. What is the probability that the student is a hosteler? So here without the tree diagram also you can write. So how to write means, here first of all in this question there are two types of students are there. One is a hostel students, another is a day scholar. So you just give the name as E1 event and E2 event. I will give the name as E1 event. Solution, we are not using here tree diagram, directly you can write E1. What I will write? I will write the E1 event as hostel students. E1 hostel student is chosen. E2. So one more students are there. Which are those? They are day scholar. E2 day scholar students is chosen. Day scholar student is chosen. So now here one is the non-conditional probability is there, but what is that? In these both they are going to attain the A grade. So that event you choose as A event. It means this event is already existed. See that from the college he has an A grade because we have selected the A grade students. A grade student is chosen. A grade student is chosen. So if A grade student is chosen, this event is already existed means you just write P of by A. This event is already existed. Now whose probability they are asking? What is the probability that the student is a hosteler? What event we have written for hosteler? It is E1. So you write here E1. Now this event is existed. Now we have to find out the probability of E with respect to A. So first of all write down all the possible. Instead of Bayes theorem formula we are taking the normal probability formula, that is P of E is equal to N of E divided by N of S. Now write completely about E1 values. E1 values means about hostel students. See there are 60% is a hostel students and how many percent are attained A grade? 30%. Here one below the other it's there. 60 and 30. So write here 60 by 100. This is first of all we have chooses the E1 student, that is hostel student. In this hostel student how many students got A grade? 30 by 100. Whole divided by N of S, total number of possible outcomes. So possible outcomes is E1 event as well as E2 events. E1 event is first of all we will choose hostel student, in that they get A grade, or The A grade students can get from the day scholar also. How many day scholars are there? 40, and here is 20. First to choose day scholar, how many? 40 by 100 into 20 by 100. See, without the tree diagram also you can solve it. It's very easy. First of all, choose event value. Then whatever the event in that A value is existed, you write A grade students. Then write down all the possible outcomes whatever there in the question. Now simplify. This implies, so 1 by 4 zeros, 60 into 30 divided by, again 1 by 4 zeros, 60 into 30 plus 40 into 20. This by this cancel out. So 6 3s are 1800. So this is also 1800. 4 2s are 800. So it is 1800 divided by, it's a 26. Okay. So 2 zeros will be cancelled. 2 9s are, 2 13s are. So answer will be 9 by 13. Simplification is easy. Okay. This is about your Bayes theorem problem I had taken. Take one more problem. So again take one more question. So what is the question means? An insurance company, an insurance company insured 2000 scooter driver, 4000 car driver and 6000 truck drivers. The probability of an accidents are 0.01, 0.03 and 0.15 respectively. So here the question is based on insurance company. So first of all, how many total drivers are there, that we have to check it out. In that they have been divided. So here 2000, 4000, 6000, 6 plus 4, 10, 10 plus 2, 12. Totally 12,000 drivers are there. In that 2000 are scooter driver, 4000 are car driver and 6000 are truck driver. And these persons are going to meet with an accident. The probability also they have given. It's a 0.01 for the scooter driver and for car driver, and this is 0.15 for the truck driver. In this, one of the person will going to meet with an accident. Which person we don't know, because all the accidents probability we are having. Either it is going to meet with the scooter driver, car driver or truck driver. Now we have to find out the probability that he is a scooter driver. It means there are three events are possible. One is E1 for scooter driver, E2 for car driver, E3 for truck driver. First write down that whatever you know the concept, you just write down once. Solution. E1, what we will take? Scooter driver. Scooter driver is chosen. So writing this is important because we are going to face the theory examination. So in this theory examination we have to write some theory. At least you are going to get 1 mark for this. And this is important. It's a question number 38, 3 marks. Repeated question so many times, either in the supplementary or in the annual. Next, one more event we will get, which is that drivers, car drivers. Car driver is chosen. Next, one more event you take, E3. E3 is truck drivers we will take. Truck driver is chosen. So these are the events we know from the data we have written. And what these persons are going to meet, one of the insured person, don't know which person, either in the scooter, car or truck. One of the insured person met with an accident. It means what is your A event? This event is already existed. So what we are going to write? The person met with an accident. Person meet with an accident. It means this event is existed. Because of that, you write here P of by A. Accident event is existed. Now, whose probability they are asking? They are asking you the probability of scooter driver. What you have taken scooter driver? You have taken for E1. Right here E1. Next. Now write down all the possible values of E1 first in the numerator divided by complete question data whatever you are available that you write. So E1 means what? Scooter driver. Right, scooter driver and its accident probability multiply divided by everything. So don't write only 2000 because total drivers are 12,000 drivers. You can count. See, 2 plus 4 6, 6 plus 6 12. First we chosen the scooter driver, and this scooter driver is meeting with the accident. His chances is also given, that is 0.01. Divided by total number of things. So total number, first of all, either the person meet with the scooter driver. So I'll write the scooter driver possibility 2000 divided by 12,000 into 0.01 plus either instead of scooter driver that person, accident person will be maybe a car driver. So write down about the car drivers. So how many car drivers are there? Plus 4,000 divided by 12,000 into 0.03. He is meeting the probability of accident also given. Next, either instead of car driver he may be a truck driver. So write about the truck driver 6,000 by 12,000 into 0.15. So this is about the writing the data. So next you just simplify. 2000 at 0 zeros will going to get cancelled. 2 1s are 2 6s are, it's a 1 by 6. Multiply with the 0.01. Similarly 0 zeros cancel. 2 1s are 2 6s are, 4 1s are 4 3s are. So this is 6 1s are 6 2s are. Simplify and write down the answer. So this is important question for your exam point of view. So similarly, I will take one more question which is important for your exam, that I will write down. See, without the tree diagram also we can write. If we know the concept, we can solve any number of problems based on Bayes theorem. So one of the important question I will take, that is important for your exam point of view. A man is, again write here 3 marks, important. A man is known to speak truth. A man is known to speak truth 3 out of 4 times. See, this is very important question. Every year they are going to ask either in the supplementary or annual, either this question or insurance question. A man is known to speak truth 3 out of 4 times. He throws a die. About what he is speaking the truth? He throws a die. He is speaking the truth regarding the die. He throws a die and reports that it is a 6. And reports that it is a 6. So what the man is doing? A man is going to tell us truth 3 out of 4 times. About what? He throws a die and reports that it is a 6. Next, continue. Find the probability that it is actually a 6. Find the probability that it is actually a 6. So now here, what about the E1 and E2 events? The question is very short here. In that we have to choose which is our E1 event, which is our E2 event, and which is our A event already existed. One of the man is that he is going to speak truth 3 out of 4 times about what? He is playing with a die. He is playing with a die and he is telling that he is going to get a 6. See here, 3 out of 4 times means one time he is telling a lie, but which that one we don't know. Find the probability that it is actually a 6. Let us write this, whatever the man is reporting 6, that we will take A event. Whatever the man is reporting 6 he is getting every time, that we will take A event, because based on this only we have to find out it is actually a 6, because he is telling every time that he is getting a 6. So this event is already existed. Now what about E1 and E2? E1 and E2 we will take based on die. See here, what we find the probability that it is actually a 6 they are telling. So based on that we can differentiate E1 and E2. What is E1? It is a 6 we will take, and what is E2? One time he is telling a lie, therefore die will not show the 6. What is E1 event? The die will show actually a 6. E2 event, die will not show the 6. What is existed event? It's a man report 6. I will repeat once again, it's an important problem. What is E1 event? It is actually a 6 on a die. E2 event, not a 6 on a die. What is A event? Man report 6. Write 3 events. Let E1. So what I said, actually a 6 we will take. E1 be the event. Die shows 6. Okay. Right, don't get confused, it's an important problem. It's a E1 you take. One time man is telling lie, therefore you take E2 event. The die will not show any 6. And what is our A event? Man reports actually a 6. Die shows actually 6. E2. Die does not show 6. Next, what is A event we will take? A event we will take that the man is reporting the 6. You have to take that one. Man reports 6. So no need of tree diagram also. Man reports 6. So whose probability they are asking? Find the probability that it is actually a 6. Find out where we have taken actually a 6. We have taken for E1. This event is already existed because man is telling that he is getting 6 every time. So this is existed. This is happened. P of E1 by A. Now write down the first of all the possible values of E1. What is E1? Die shows actually a 6. In a die, this is die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many times 6 will be going to be appear on a die? Only one time. So write 1 upon 6. 1 upon 6. Once we have chosen the die and man is telling that he get the 6. How many times? 3 out of 4. Then you write here 3 by 4. This is possible values of E1. First to choose the E1 die, then write about the man is telling about the truth. Then write down the same outcome, because total number of, we are going with the normal formula, 1 by 6 into 3 by 4. or we are telling A event is existed. A event existed means either this possibility or E2 possibility. What is E2 possibility? Die does not show 6. If the die is not showing 6, erase this one. How many possible outcome? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5 upon 6. Once you chosen the second die and one time the person is lying, 3 out of 4 times means how many times he is telling a lie? He is telling lie only one time. Right here 1 by 4. Now simplification. So it is 3 by 24 divided by same thing 3 by 24 plus 5 by 24. So 24 will be cancelled out. It is 3 upon 8. So you just take LCM and then cancel out, but I have cancelled out directly. So all the 24s will be cancelled out. Now directly answer will be 3 by 8. So this is about your base theorem problems. Some other problems are there, you just try, because if you know the concept you can solve any number of problems. In the next class I will take about the one more concept, that is random variable and its probability distribution. In that we are going to face mean, variance and standard deviation. Already we are familiar mean, variance and standard deviation in our first PUC statistics class. Okay. Next I will meet with the random variable and probability distribution. Thank you.